Many people think of the golden years as a time in life that we fade into quiet obscurity. I'm here to tell you that simply isn't the case, as the next Spotlight feature, Golden Years, is bound to prove. In the spirit of respect and truth, we honor and acknowledge that we are filming on the unceded and ancestral territory of the Lheidli people in Prince George, British Columbia. Hi, I'm Diane Levesque-Majewski, an Indigenous artist and resident of Prince George, British Columbia, BC's gateway to the north. Today we are excited to share a collection of stories from individuals and groups of active seniors showing how the golden years have led to rich lives. Bowling is a great activity for people of all ages, but not all bowling takes place in an alley like this one. Some bowling takes place on what's called a green. In our first feature, lawn bowler Robin Force of Port Alberni, BC, describes a fun game that may include a competitive edge.
How can I say this delicately? There's no body checking. You don't have to be a sprinter. This is a bowl, B-O-W-L, okay? Bowl. Thank you. I'm probably in my 32nd year of lawn bowling. My first sport before lawn bowls, or one of my first sports, was field hockey. And I would come down to the lawn bowling club to watch my husband play. And I thought, oh, this is too much like watching paint dry. It is not for me. I'm a field hockey player, a provincial field hockey player, so this isn't really for me. But I threw my first 3 balls and I was hooked. That was it. The satisfaction of, you know, sort of one out of every, you might throw 20 balls and one might be exactly what you want. And you think, okay, if I've done it once this time, maybe when I come out the next time, I might do it twice. It looks okay, it looks okay. It's getting there, it's getting there. Just a bit heavy, okay. All right. It's very competitive. It's interesting, I get classified being a competitive bowler. Oh, Robin, you know, you wouldn't want to play with us because you're a competitive bowler. And I say, but I have lots of fun with my team and I'm laughing and joking and things like that. But when I get on the mat, I do want to throw a good ball. Come on now. All the way, all the way. Looking good, all the way. Yes, well done.
Well, Robin's been one of the top bowlers in Canada for about 25 years, although she doesn't profess to be so.
Sometimes I have nightmares because I've had where my ball has hit another ball and it's just gone off the green, you know, out of bounds. So I'm going, oh, why did I take that shot? Oh, come on, please, please, please be there, be there, be there. Oh, no, 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 not that, not that. Oh, oh, oh.
She doesn't play sport for personal recognition, right? It's not an element that she's ever comfortable with. So maybe that's why she plays lawn bowls, because nobody knows anything about the game. So you can do that at success and be a success and still be anonymous, right? And you can't do that if you're a world-class soccer player or a hockey player in North America or things like that. So.
And again, all the way. Yeah, like you can. Yes. Oh, yes. Alrighty. Yes, I've been into many competitions. Club competitions, district competitions, provincials, and a few national competitions. So, you know, my proud moment of walking behind the Canadian flag, this was a world championship hosted in Wales.
She's trying her best all the time, because that's just where she is. She will help anybody at any time.
The forehand easier than the backhand.
She's a very good coach. Sometimes a little tough, but she's a good coach. You know, she's a national caliber coach.
I like to see success in a sport that gives a lot of people enjoyment. I mean, it's played all over the world. In some countries, much more so. New Zealand, Australia, Scotland, England, lawn bowling greens on every corner pretty much. You can play at whatever level you want. If you want to be just the social bowler, then absolutely, just come out and have lots of laughs and giggles. Who cares about the score, etc. And then you can take it more seriously, but it is still a game of fun.
Walking is a great pastime. I enjoy my walks for not only health-related reasons, but they provide quiet time for contemplation and reflection. My walks are short compared to the subject of our next feature, 76-year-old Fred Robbins from Medicine Hat, Alberta, who decided to participate in the annual Kidney March and walked 100 kilometers in 3 days.
Just before I started the Kidney March, I received a Facebook message from a young lady on dialysis. So this is how she starts. Those shoes look super fast. I love you, my tender friend, Fred. You're a gem and an inspiration. I think that I speak on behalf of all kidney patients when I say that having your bravery, tenacity, and support means more than mere words can ever convey. And that sums it up pretty well, I think.
I think.
Our daughter Rhonda walked in 2012, and I did say then that I'm going to be doing that one of these days. I want to walk. It just took me 9 years to do it. Ready to go?
Well, first of all, I thought, Dad, you're 75, you're crazy. It's a hard thing to do. Like, it's very physically demanding. A lot of people think walking, everyone walks, right? But we don't walk for 8 hours at a time.
Training part's extremely important. If you just tried to tackle it without doing anything, you're going to have blisters and knee problems and toe problems and everything else. And by training and building up to walking longer distances, you don't have it. I didn't have a blister last year and never had one this year.
Dad participating in the Kidney March has been a bit of an emotional journey as well, knowing that he's out there to support my patients. But I've been a dialysis nurse, a hemodialysis nurse for 22 years now, so I've seen the effects of kidney disease on people and families' lives. I'm just so proud of all of the people on dialysis because every day they're choosing to do something hard and they're doing it. I'm really proud of my home patients because they've taken on and they're doing what a nurse would do at the hospital at home.
This year, the most difficult part was the walking alone. It was such a pleasure to walk and meet so many people last year and get to know their stories, why they were walking. I really missed that this year. As I was walking, I was thinking of my sister who had died this year. I had a niece that died just before the Kidney March last year, and she donated her organs, and so it became really more meaningful for me. A nephew that had a heart attack just this week, they were actually going to come out and join us here on the walk. I thought lots about them and their family. And when I met John Buckstein, he's doing what he's doing because somebody donated their organs to him.
Every pit stop he would come into, he's got his thumbs up and he's cheering and he's, happy and doing so well on it. So I was very proud of him.
I wished I would have started when Rhonda started in 2012. Somebody described to me that it's an experience to walk it, and you become part of the Kidney March family, and you do. And you just, everybody that you meet, you just feel close to them and want to be part of it more. There's a joy that it brings to you, that knowing that, me as a little individual can make a difference. I think I've been looking for years to find something like that, and I can do this. It's a wonderful, marvelous experience, and if you've got a little hint of doing it, investigate it, find out more about it, and go for it. Well, I'll walk again, absolutely positively. I'll walk until I can't do it. And I hope that's many years from now. Don't wait till you're 75 to do it. But if you're 75, you can still do it.
Our adult bodies, according to science, contain 57 to 60% water. Now that's a great deal of H2O. So it stands to reason that we would do well in the aquatic environment. Just ask these water babies from Sault Ste. Marie. This group of ladies' life experience has taught them what truly matters. While water aerobics keeps these ladies physically fit, it's the after party that keeps them mentally sharp and their connection as friends strong.
Ski Whiff, JB, Baby Bam, Fly and Lotus.
Acting my age has never been one of my strong points. I have found that the water has saved my life. Just everything works 100% better when there's water involved.
When I was younger, I thought, this is really old.
I remember thinking 30 was old. And then I remember thinking, oh, 40 was old. Now I'm 65 and people say, well, how does it feel to be 65? And my answer is, how the heck should I know? I haven't been 65 before.
I am 69 years old. When I go into the water, I usually go in. It's usually cold at first, but I always duck myself right in, right at the beginning. Once you're in the water, then it's nice.
I am getting up there in years. I'm very active still. I'm very, very active, so I don't feel that I'm 79.
I am going to be 84 in January. Rita, do you really feel your age?
No. No, I don't.
All the ladies come and we get together for our aquafit class. Some of us, it's our social time. It doesn't matter when we go home if we don't say another word all day. We talk while we're doing it sometimes, and then we have our coffee.
I've always enjoyed swimming.
Likewise, I enjoy swimming.
When I learned to swim, you couldn't go to the Y because I'm a Catholic, and it was a no-no when I was growing up. But I went to Girl Guides and I learned to swim when I was in Girl Guides. And then I've always liked it since then.
I have never been particularly fond of the water. And yet when I started coming here, I fell in love.
Going in the water is easier on my joints, so I can do almost all of the activities there to the best of my ability.
I'm really flexible, so I can do any of the exercises that Maria has for us. Some of the girls take it much slower at their pace, whatever they can do. And we can get some pretty good waves going in that.
If I was 20 and had the wisdom that I had now, I would say make time for yourself.
Keep active, have fun, and do as many things that you are able to do.
I would tell my 20-year-old self to smarten up.
I'd say most of the stuff you think is so important right now is crap.
Well, take advantage of what you've got. Make the best of whatever position you're in at any given time, because it might not come back again.
When you are young and you're working and you have children, it's sometimes very hard to make time for yourself, but I found that you need to make an appointment. So coming to Aquafit, that's my appointment. That's scheduled into my day.
I used to come in the mornings and then go to work 3 to 11 as a nurse at the hospital. And I did that all these years.
After my husband passed away, Jackie insisted that I come.
I don't care what you do, the more you can do for yourself, the better you're going to be when you're older.
Some days you don't feel like going out, just force yourself to go.
Being a part of a group is very good for anybody.
I think it's one of the reasons we love coming here so much, is the camaraderie and the discussion and the laughter.
It's just fun to be with the girls.
We have fun and we laugh. This group has definitely brought friends into my life, people that I've known for years, and new ones.
We do keep in touch, but we don't live in each other's pocket. We meet here after our classes, have our coffee, and enjoy ourselves.
Wouldn't it be sublime to have someone cook all of our meals? Not likely though, so the next best thing is to learn how to create our own wonderful meals. That's where retiree David Farrell, or the old fat guy from Cranbrook, BC, enters the picture. David started his food blog with the goal of sharing recipes with friends, but it has since grown to an impressive online following and even led to his own local TV show, Meet the Old Fat Guy.
My wife didn't particularly care for the fact that I was recognized in town. She says, you're loud enough already and people notice you enough already, did you have to make it worse? But mostly she was kidding. Cooking is an experience. You get the feeling of the salt in your fingers, you get the smell of the food as it's cooking, you get the odors permeating throughout the house. When I retired, my wife, I think a bit to get me out from underfoot, bought me my first smoker. I loved smoking meat, but it was a disaster when I first started doing it. I found out that there were certain techniques you had to learn. And as I researched and got help from other smokers, I started to put together some expertise on how I liked to smoke things and to create my own recipes. My friends started asking me how I did it. So I created oldfatguy.ca, my food blog. When I started the blog, I found out from my friends that they were having difficulties just reading instructions. They much prefer video. So I started adding some video content. In 2018, I started to put a lot more work into the videos because I had an opportunity to make a show called You Can Make It.
'Cause you can make it like the old fat guy.
After I started starring in You Can Make It, things got a little different. I'd find myself walking through town and people recognized me, which is unusual for me. But it's nice to have people approach you and say, thank you, I make your cheese biscuits, or I make your pot roast. It's just kind of nice to know that there's people not only watching you, but going out there and making their lives maybe just a little bit better.
These biscuits would go great with a rich stew or chili or a really strong flavored soup. Of course, the best part is you can make it.
A lot of what I have done with the show, with my recipes, with the blog, has been severely impacted by the fact that my wife passed away recently. She really helped me a lot through all of this. She made aprons for me, she got the kitchen ready for me when I was doing stuff. She inspired me. I had no motivation. I had no desires. I had an empty life. It was saved by good friends. And good friends asked me to teach them how to make sausage and asked me to teach them how to make bacon, and slowly started dragging me out. And it started to rekindle the fire. I'm starting getting to the point where I feel like maybe I have more to offer. Wind always got me to do things I thought I couldn't do. And I think she'd kick me in the butt and tell me, You do this because you like doing it. Don't stop. It's hard, but I am getting back in the sack.
Nothing like some great jazz to complete the evening. I love jazz in all its forms, from bebop to the birth of the cool. It's music that stirs the soul. If you appreciate the mellow sounds of a jazz saxophone, then you will love the sounds of this jazz trio from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Mood Indigo has been swinging for over 25 years and shows no sign of slowing down.
I love the peacefulness, the calm, more particularly the interaction with our audience. I am the leader of Mood Indigo Jazz, have been for about the last 25 years since its inception. Right beside you, this little life. In Mood Indigo, we've always had the philosophy that we were going to be there for our audience. We all have busy days and frustrating days and things like that, and so the nicest thing that I like about my music is the ability to interact with my audience and share that and have it as a collaboration. It's not just a performance, it's a back and forth interaction between us as the musicians and the audience.
I think that warm, rounded sound is better than anything that's too like tinny.
You know what I don't like about the sound? It dies away too quickly.
Mood Indigo currently is a trio, and it's been a very, very wonderful, friendly, interactive group. We have developed a camaraderie that is not only evident within ourselves, but also that friendship and the peacefulness that we have, I think also carries into our audience. As a jazz musician, it's very creative. I love my classical music and I love the technical expertise that's required with it. But at the same time, the expressiveness and the creativity that I'm allowed in my jazz music, I think that's pretty well why I love my music and specifically why I love jazz music.
Until you became mine, all mine now. I'll wander through, right beside you, this little life, always true. Hand in hand and feeling grand together.
While woodworking really isn't my forte, I can still appreciate lovely items created by talented people. For over 35 years, Errol Caldwell in Sault Ste. Marie has been handcrafting and turning some beautiful bowls and wooden items. Not only creative, but for Errol, as therapeutic as walking in the woods.
Well, I'm actually just revealing what Mother Nature has provided to me. And sometimes it's a surprise when I get into the piece of wood to see what's actually in there. Each piece of wood is unique in itself, and that's the beauty of it. it provides a one-of-a-kind experience, and that's what I prefer to do. So I've been wood turning for well over 35 years and woodworking for longer than that. And I just really like working with wood. Bowl turning is my go-to, my preferred activity. It's what I love to do, is I love turning bowls because pretty much each one is a unique, one-of-a-kind piece. So it's a new experience every time. Sometimes it's more challenging than others, but I'm up for a challenge as well. Doing cutting boards is fine, but it's production work. So after a while, I get a little bored doing that, and I go back to doing a bowl. Roughed out with a live edge. It's always fun to get pieces from different places, and the burls, for example, different trees have different types of burls on them. There's other sources of wood, like my own property. I really enjoy using wood that will last generations. Manitoba maple. There is quite a curing process. Generally, it takes me 2 years to do a bowl from start to finish. It's going to take me a few years yet to get through all the pile that I have. Wood does not go to waste, let's put it that way. I try to do something a little different with each piece. I'd say it's very therapeutic. It's, to me, almost as therapeutic as taking a walk in the bush. Yeah, how can anybody be in a bad mood while you're walking in the forest, right? Kind of the same thing when I'm on the lathe. I really like doing that work. You get lost in time, and it's a great process. Most of the time it's a pleasant surprise. Sometimes it's not, and the piece goes flying all over the place, but that's rare.
Thank you for allowing me to share the stories of people living rich lives in their golden years. It confirms the belief that age is only a number, and we can all learn a little something from those individuals that came before us. To view more stories, please visit shawspotlight.ca, and to see the latest content, don't forget to follow us on social media.
And again, all the way. Yeah, like you can.
Every pit stop he would come into, he's got his thumbs up.
We do keep in touch, but we don't live in each other's pocket. We meet here after our classes, have our coffee, and enjoy ourselves.
I like mine a little crispier than most people, not quite so chewy.
Beside you, this little life always true.
And I just really like working with wood.